What's usually regarded as America's game, this showdown hits a different chord each year when it comes around. Filled with tradition and pageantry, it's a game unlike any other, and one in which the nation's finest will battle and fight for the honor and privilege to sing second. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium, home of the Ravens in Baltimore, Maryland. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Army Black Knights, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Army Black Knights offense will have the football first. The Army-Navy game is always full of twists. Last year, just a week after the Black Knights of the Hudson had won the American Conference Championship, a resurgent Navy squad with emphasis took the victory in America's game.
Yeah, Navy put up points early and often and made Army throw the football. And Jesse, we know how that goes. This is not a throw team like that. Neither one of these teams want to throw the ball consistently. Army with 3 picks a year ago because they got put in that situation. I bet they're going to be focusing on that today.
Yeah, there are some games where Army throws the ball just 3 times a game. 3 interceptions, that was the difference. You know what you're going to see in this one. It's triple option Navy, triple option Army, and which defense does a better job playing assignment football and shutting that down.
The Black Knights decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not going to risk a return here, calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. So Navy's offense taking the field, first chance we have to see them today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on it.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. With the catch, it's Kent. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The midshipmen come to the line facing third and short. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And here comes the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Complete to the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Black Knights will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Second down coming up. Back to throw, it's Horvath. It's complete on the right side. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Knowing that your man can make the catch against his defender, that wasn't a big play, but it can set you up down the line to be able to take advantage.
Yes, get it to him as fast as I can. When I see him open, he runs the little hitch, get it to him so he can make a little bit of yards after the catch, and eventually that little gain, he's going to bust one of those with his athletic ability.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Here's the handoff. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. Couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll send the back in motion, trying to beat him to the left. Nice move to keep running. This rivalry started in 1890 when Dennis Mikey, for whom the stadium at West Point is named, talked Navy into playing a game, and the Mids blew him out.
And since that first blowout, obviously, this has been an unbelievable rivalry. So many things about it, honoring the fallen, the march on, the battle of the bands. So many of these things have gone back and forth. But, Jesse, the football is phenomenal. Old school offenses that will hit you right in the mouth.
It's pretty cool, too, when you think about the history of this rivalry, because back in the day, these were two of the best programs in college football. There have been national championships. There have been Heisman trophies. Not necessarily the same thing today, but when you think about great rivalries in the sport, this is it right here.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. The Black Knights come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll power it inside with the fullback. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Black Knights trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Black Knights!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Navy will go back on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Solid pick up a 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the fullback. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Chapman. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying play action. They're working that left side. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Now on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Horvath. Going for the big play. Snags it inside the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Fullback's got it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Navy! Hey, let the big shoulder pads, full face mask guy get a little love back there.
No doubt. That guy blocks his tail off all the way down the field most of the time. Never gets any reward. Throw that dog a bone. I love it.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocked that one right down the middle. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go to the fullback. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run the option. The pitch. Oh, he's got some space. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
The Black Knights just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here comes the option. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. The give to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Black Knights will send out the punt unit. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. At the 45 on his way. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Boy, last year was a massive success for the Mids under Coach Brian Newberry. They won 10 games. The thrilling comfort behind victory in the bowl against Oklahoma, and the future looks bright.
It does look bright, and it's Drew Cronick in this offense, man. It's so different. They show the spread principles while still keeping the beautiful wing tee that everybody loves. So the variation on offense, Palmer, made them even harder to stop a year ago.
Yeah, it really is a bit of a hybrid in a lot of ways. It used to be tough just when it was the regular triple option, and now you've got some different elements factoring into this as well. Big expectations. That win against Oklahoma got Navy fans really excited for this year.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Horvath. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Yeah, and the quarterback didn't have a chance. I mean, when you get to the QB that fast, Jesse, you're still processing information, for goodness sakes.
And you're getting to the sideline whenever this drive is over, and you're asking for help from your offensive coordinator. You're asking, hey, can we slide our offensive line and help out blocking this guy? Can I get a tight end to stay in and maybe get a chip on this dude? Because I'm not feeling too comfortable right now back there knowing that we're trying to only block him with one guy.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The give to the big fullback. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Dumps it to the back. It's caught. Touchdown, midshipman. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. The hand to the running back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Black Knights will punt it away on 4th down. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. He'll ride his man on the option. Running back searching for a hole. Guys, they call this America's game because no matter who you root for, you're captivated by this.
Well, and this is just one of those games I think always just stands out just because of the way it looks, right? It's all the uniforms in the stands. It's the pageantry. It's the history of this game. It's the style of football these two teams play as well. It just means so much to these players.
It's so cool, and it's saved for after the Heisman Trophy, after the championship games, when they get the spotlight on them, a well-deserved spotlight for what they do for everyone out there across this country.
The kick is on its way. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Turning it on! That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Line getting set on second down. He leaves it with his back. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Black Knights send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 27. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The play-action fake. Pressure coming. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Navy now facing 3rd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Punt is on its way. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Toss to the left. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Run it with the fullback. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, how about that? They turn around and hand it off to the big fella, and he's able to get the first down. Nice play.
At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Sends it back in motion. Goes to the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The option look. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. The Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Horvath. The sure hands, it's Kent. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Punt is is on its way. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll send the back in motion. Power football with the run. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On the option. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Black Knights line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And Navy will go back on the attack. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not...
There he goes! And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. It's complete. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. Motion from the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Caught in the backfield. It's Hutchison. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They bring the punter onto the field now. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Black Knights will call on their punt team. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. They'll go back to work on offense. They'll run the option. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. On the option. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Off play action. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Wide open downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Give to the fullback. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a man, it's Horvath. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. Quick pass on the jet motion. Got a little space. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
The give to the back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Motion from the wideout. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Kent. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hutchinson. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal for this offense. Now adjusting. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Navy! What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain when your defensive ends. You got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. On the option. He'll toss it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play. And the Black Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Black Knights will punt this one away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Horvath. Caught over the middle, it's Kent. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains, it's at the 37.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Leaves it with the back. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if he's going to run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Gets the back moving. They'll run the option. Now the toss. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, he's got some space. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Give to the back. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. And the Black Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. The short hands, it's Roberts. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. It's a new chapter at quarterback for Army after Bryson Daly's historic season led the nation with 32 touchdowns on the ground. Army had 12 wins, a school record. With Daly now a commissioned officer in the Army, time for next man up, Jesse.
Yeah, and you're going to have to be able to run the football. You're going to have to be able to make great decisions, though, in the option game, which I think is something a lot of times we take for granted. It's not just making good decisions throwing it, but understanding when to dive, when to keep it, when to pitch. That's what makes this Army offense run so smoothly.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Trying play action. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. He's looking to throw. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got the first down, looking for more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, that's just on the defense, I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. To the air, it's Horvat. It's complete to the left. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Offense in a split backfield. Here comes the option. Powers through the defender. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Navy now facing 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He'll ride his man on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Kent. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. No good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but he left some points off the scoreboard there.
He'll do it himself. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. The Black Knights want to move quickly. Wants to go up top. Buys a little time with his feet. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Kick is in the air. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Goes to the option. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. The option look. Runs through a tackle. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, we're 2 quarters from finding out who's going to sing second, and already Army and Navy have hit some high notes. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Army and Navy plays out.
And the Black Knights will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Navy will go back on the attack. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think
Turning it on! Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. Blake really righted the ship for this midshipman offense a season ago, but what separated Navy, David, was that they were able to throw the ball more effectively. Makes it that much more difficult to defend this offense.
It's so frustrating. It's so annoying because they do the elements of the triple option, but when you do bring in the passing game, and Blake was able to do that, man, like, you become even harder to defend. How about another year in the system, continue to evolve? If they can continue to grow in the passing game, they're going to be in a pain in a lot of people's backsides.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Horvat. He's got him. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. The midshipmen come to the line on 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Pressure's there and he lets it go. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The play action fake. Got his man out of the backfield. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Good pickup on that one. They will stop him short of the line to gain, and now we'll see what they do on 4th down from the 17. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you breaks into the open. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. They're going to ride this running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Rides the back on the option to give. Hard running there. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he'll haul it in and
I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Navy offense. Catch in the middle. It's Hutchinson. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Out of the gun to give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. On the run, it's Chapman. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Option look, it's Horvath. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The midshipmen come to the line facing third and short. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. These guys scored a touchdown the last time they had it, and now a chance to really dig their way out of this hole.
Yeah, and it's complimentary football, right? Offense doing their job, scoring, defense getting the stop. Offense has got the ball right back. Palmer, go back to that last drive, revisit it, and rehash some of the same plays.
Yeah, and if you're the quarterback here, think about where are my best matchups too. We're going to have to throw the football at some point here, so where do I want to take advantage of this defense and what areas of the field, and where are my best opportunities?
He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. The Black Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. Back to throw, it's Horvath. Got his man on the outside. At midfield, he's got room. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. The give to the tailback. There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. They'll run play action. Under fire. Quarterback now breaking the field. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. They'll run the option. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dumps it off in the flats. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And And I tell you what, why would you not do this? I love it. Short yardage situation, get your QB sneak. You've already got everything going. You got a few first downs. You got that momentum on your side. Just get the first down, get that new set of downs. Now, if you want to go attack now.
Max going for the goal line. Touchdown, midshipman. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Sends it back in motion, using his legs. It's Reed. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down. Like, everything going the other direction.
And the Black Knights decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
He makes a catch. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs, and this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Navy! And they take it in for 6 more points. Anchors away as Navy has pushed out this lead and smooth sailing ahead for the midshipmen.
How about Navy handling this moment? This is a huge moment, obviously only show in town. Everybody cheering for you. The weather's always awful. Navy's done a great job executing, taking advantage of some Army mistakes, and they got the lead, Palmer.
A big opportunity, obviously, for Navy's program, but also doing it on a national stage. They have come out and they have dominated Army. They're executing better. They've run the ball better. Defensively, they've been stout. This has been impressive.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. On the option. He'll toss it. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Black Knights line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Black Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Roberts. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Black Knights are marching down the field. Now on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. Quickly complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
And the Black Knights will line up to punt it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. And Navy will go back on the attack. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Horvath. Out of the backfield, he's open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. The give to the fullback. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They'll run the option. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Navy now facing 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Horvath. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And he makes a completion. They're set up and in business at the 20. Here comes the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Motion from the back. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Black Knights will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Give to the single back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll ride his man on the option. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
They'll go to the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. We've reached the break, and Navy holds the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So first down, we'll open up the final period. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought he was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That's caught. It's Roberts. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Give to the big fullback. Breaks the tackle.
And it's the throwback fullback picking up the first down. Great effort on 4th, surging ahead to keep his offense on the field.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll try to do it himself.
Well, they try to fake left and go bootleg right. Really nothing happening on that one. That doesn't mean they have to shelve that play, though. There's some window dressing you can add to that. Maybe get a tight end out in the flat. Maybe a receiver working an out-breaking route for you on the boundary. Give the quarterback somewhere to go with it if the defense is expecting him to keep the football running.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. He'll pull it on the read. Almost got to the sticks on 3rd down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. Goes to the option. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Black Knights are rolling down the field. Gets the back moving. The option look. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Trying play action. The throw. That's caught. It's Reed. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. On the option. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking for a crease. It's Chapman. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Navy now facing 3rd and short. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. He'll toss it. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
The Black Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. Had to get rid of it quickly.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
They'll send the tight end in motion. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Sends it back in motion. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Reading the option, it's Horvath. And he probably should have left that one with the back, as he is just smashed in the backfield. Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. He'll keep it himself. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Not 1, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
And the Black Knights will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. And here comes the Navy offense. On the option. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
They'll send the back in motion. Handoff to the fullback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The midshipman trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. On the option. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Now on the option. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll run the option. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. The Black Knights send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. On the ground, it's Chapman. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Horvath. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's Kent. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Here comes the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Chapman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. He'll be stopped right at the 43-yard line. It'll be 4th down. Now to see if they want to spin that wheel of fortune. Punt is on its way. Now on the return. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his 2nd sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
And the Black Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. And Navy will go back on the attack. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the fullback. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Navy will have to punt it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Goes to the option. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Gives it on the option. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got his man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Fires to the big fella. And that is how we will wrap this one up. So Navy beats Army, and it is tradition for the victors. As both teams sing their alma mater, the victors sing second, and that honor will go to the midshipmen. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.